Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Sarah from Dishing Out Wealth, and in today's video we're going to be talking all about how I personally plan all of my meals throughout the week so I can save money, save time in the kitchen, and really just cook healthy, nutritious meals that make me feel good. This isn't necessarily just for COVID-19 lockdown cooking stuff. You can also use this all year round. Personally, that's what I do, but in case you are on a budget right now where you are looking to really save some time at the grocery store or save time in the kitchen, all of this stuff is going to really be helpful for you. So before we get started, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel because we make new videos every Monday and Thursday, and we would love to have you stick around. We talk a lot about COVID-19, financial and budgeting advice, and a whole bunch more. So we would love it if you could stick around. And with that said, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. When it comes to planning your groceries, it can seem like a little bit of a daunting task. A lot of the time we can just go to the store, pick up a few things, come back, make dinner, and then just kind of hope for the best. And other times we're just kind of like, I don't really know what to do for dinner. I might as well just do takeout. Both options can actually have you spending more money in the long run. So that's kind of why I decided to sit down and kind of show you guys how I personally plan a grocery budget throughout the week, because I go to the store a few times a week, but I always go in with a plan. I always write down everything I'm going to buy. I lay it out. I look in my kitchen and my pantry and really see what I have, and then what can I buy at the store to supplement the things I already have in my kitchen. Not only does this help me save money throughout the week, but it also eliminates the amount of times I'm going to the store and back from the store, and then just kind of sitting at my kitchen wondering what I'm going to cook because I don't really have a plan. So I'm going to go ahead and roll a few clips of kind of my list for this week and kind of how I planned it out.
So I'm going to walk you through how I make my grocery list for the week. Today is Friday, but when you are watching this, it is Thursday. So I already have my Friday list planned out from the previous time I went shopping. So I'm starting up here with the days of the week that I need to go shopping. And I'm shopping from Saturday to Tuesday. So I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner all laid out. And then I go through and I look at everything I'm making. So with this black bean egg bake, I know I'm going to need black beans, I'm going to need potatoes, I'm going to need eggs, salsa, that kind of stuff. And then I look at my pantry and my refrigerator to see what I need. I know for a fact I do not have any black beans. So I am putting black beans on my list, but I know I have potatoes, so that is not going on my list. I have things separated out by pantry items / refrigeration, and then produce, and then my meats, and then anything additional goes up there that is not food related. So that's how I do it. I just do breakfast, lunch, and dinner for every single day that I'm shopping for. And then I go and just look and see what I need to put on my list and do that. So making a list for me keeps it so much more organized, and I know exactly what I need and what I don't, and that way I don't overbuy and then just have a lot of stuff sitting around in my refrigerator. So this is what works for me. I know that there are a lot of grocery lists actually out there that you can use, but for me, this is just what works. So hopefully this helps you out.
So as you can see, my list is pretty easy to follow along. You'll have the pantry stuff on the left-hand side, and then the refrigerated produce items on the right-hand side. You have the meat in the middle. And this way, for me, whenever I'm going to the store, I know exactly what I'm looking for when I go to the section. So if I'm going to the produce aisle, I just look on the right-hand side. I see all of my produce laid right out there that I personally need for the time I'm at the store. I buy exactly what's on that list, and then I move on to the next section. Of course, there are a whole bunch of grocery list options out there that you can actually download for free. So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and do it. Personally, for me, I've been doing this for so many years that I don't really need one. I can just go down, make an entire list based on one sheet. So if this helps you, go ahead and try it out. Write down every single meal that you are going to make throughout the week, and then go look into your pantry and see exactly what you personally have and then what you need to buy in order to supplement that. So if you need to get creative, go ahead and do that. I know right now a lot of the stores may not have the foods that you are accustomed to having. So be flexible. If for some reason you cannot find black beans to save your life, but you can find pinto beans, grab those instead. They're going to pretty much do the exact same thing. So just be flexible, understand that you may not always find the things you're looking for, especially during the COVID era. but you can still find things within your budget and within the same realm of foods, and you will probably still get the same result, and it's going to taste really good too. So I didn't show this in the little video clips, but when I went to the store, they were out of things and I just had to be really flexible. So on my list, you can probably see from the earlier clip that I had spinach on my list. They had nothing at all at the store. They only had kale. And kale is great, but it may not function the same way as spinach. But again, we're being flexible here because you only get what the store can really provide you right now. I was going to use spinach in my smoothies and in my eggs, but since I didn't have spinach, I just grabbed kale. Because with kale, I can just kind of saute it up a little bit, make it a little softer. So whenever I do add it to my eggs, it doesn't taste so different. Add it to my smoothie, it's going to get a little bit of a different taste, but the overall result will be the same. It's going to be nutritious, it's going to be full of vitamins and minerals and things that'll make me feel good. So I grabbed kale and I'm going to be flexible with it. So hopefully that helps you out. Just kind of grab whatever's in that same realm, and I think you'll be happy with the results. So once I went to the store, I grabbed all the things I needed. I came back and I'm starting to unload everything. So I'm going to run a few clips of kind of what I bought for the amount I spent and how much food I actually got for my money.
All right, we are back from the store, and I kind of wanted to show you that list. We bought everything on the list, and this is what it gave us. It gave us 3 bags, and all of this was $50. So this lasts me for 4.5 days or so. And I know that seems like it might be a lot of money to spend on groceries, but let's just think about this for a second. So if we think about it, $50 for 5 days is like $10 a day for 2 people. Divide by 3 meals, it is very affordable. And these meals give me leftovers, they're nutritious, they make me feel good. And for me, I think it's worth it to pay $50 for one trip to the grocery store, because if I was to do multiple trips throughout the week. So if I went to the grocery store once, I paid $10, and then the next time I spend $30, and the next time I spend $20, and then it just keeps going up. You know, you go to the store for one item, and then all of a sudden, you know, you come out with 10. Like, that's usually how it works, right? So by making a list and planning out exactly what you're going to use and how you're going to eat it, will actually save you money in the long run. So while you might be spending $50 once, it's better than spending $75 or $80 through multiple trips going to the store. So with that said, I was actually able to find quite a bit of stuff today at my store. So we found some kale, which will last me for quite a bit because I can use it in smoothies and eggs and salads. I also found some really good fresh berries that I can use in smoothies. I can also freeze them if I have extra throughout the week. And then I also found some granola that I can use multiple ways in yogurts or on top of smoothies. And then I also, this is another thing. I was gonna buy beer, okay, and I enjoy a good beer. So I found this at my store, and instead of just buying one beer, they had a deal where I could get 8 of them for $5. So that was a pretty great deal. So I just went ahead and did that instead of buying individual ones, which would have been a lot more expensive. So if you can, look for things that are cheaper by bundling them, like how that one is. And then another tip is I found some steaks. So while this, I may only just have one of these for both of us, but we got a second one because we can freeze this, and then we can use this at a different time, like next week or something. So I thought that was kind of a cool thing. So again, just another tip for you. If you're already seeing something you're going to get, maybe just buy one extra, freeze it, and it won't go bad at all. So let's see what other kind of goodies. Black beans. Okay, these guys are some of my favorite things. I have a meal planned this week for tacos and for breakfast tacos. So I was going to use that, like just half of a can for breakfast and then half a can for dinner. And again, this is a very affordable option, and you can really use it in a lot of different ways. So yeah, pretty much everything in these bags, you know, I can use in a lot of ways, and I've already have it planned out, so I know exactly how these are going to be used in my meals. So yeah, that's kind of what we're going to be eating this week. It's all, not all of it, but so much of it is just nutritious. It's easy, it's affordable, it's stuff that's not junk food, but it's also just going to last me for quite a while, and it's gonna make me feel really good too. So here it all is on the counter. As you can see, there's quite a bit of stuff, but it also couples really well with what we already have in our pantry. So this is just kind of like allowing us to use up what we already have in our pantry while supplementing with some really good stuff. So like these fresh berries will go in smoothies. This will go in my eggs and cook it up with some taco stuff. We have a lot of kale for our kale salads and smoothies. We have fresh berries to go with the granola and the yogurt. We have some milk because I love lattes, so I gotta have some milk for that. We have pears just to be eating, some fresh lemons to go with the kale, eggs, beer, cat food, and then some meat. So this is just gonna last us for a while, and I hope you found some inspiration for this. Just essentially all the points I'm trying to get across for you is make a list. It's going to just make your life so much easier when it comes to going to the store. You're not going to be lost. You're not going to be confused. Just buy the stuff that is on your list, and then you won't be sidetracked to buy random stuff. So hopefully that is helpful for you, and it kind of gives you a glimpse into what my process is and kind of what I enjoy eating during the week.
So as you can see, grocery shopping does not have to be expensive at all, especially when you go in with a plan. We have all been there, myself personally. You know, you go into the store for one thing, say you need a loaf of bread. And you come out with like 15 different items and it turns out to be $35 and you're like, I just needed one thing, but I ended up with a lot of things that I probably didn't really need. So that's why having a plan is so important when it comes to going to the grocery store, because whether you're on a budget or whether you're not, it is just so important to really be efficient with the things that you're buying, because if you end up buying too much, not only are you just going to be wasting money, but then chances are you won't really even eat it, and then you're going to end up throwing it away, and that just contributes to the food waste problem, and then it also takes it away from someone who could actually really enjoy it. So if you just went to the store and you just grabbed a whole bunch of stuff and you're like, well, maybe I'll have some bagged salad or maybe I'll have some ranch dressing or whatever, and then you just never actually use it, it just sits in your refrigerator, you are actually stealing that from someone else who really would have been able to use that. And then again, you're just throwing it out whenever you don't use it. So be mindful of the things you're buying, know exactly what you're going to get, and then you're just going to be saving money in the long run. Because as we've already established in this previous video, um, eating at home is so much cheaper than eating out at a restaurant. And you know, you could be spending $20 for food at a restaurant versus, you know, a fraction of the cost when you make it yourself at home. Plus it's going to taste better and it'll probably be a bit more nutritious for you. So I hope this video is informative and helpful, and I hope you enjoyed it, because this is something that I really enjoy doing. I love to cook, I love to plan my food, I love to eat good stuff. So if I can do all of that from the comfort of my own home, which I'm forced to do right now, but as something I enjoy doing anyways, I hope that you can find some inspiration as well. Now that we're all at home, spending more time together and just having more time in the kitchen, this is a great opportunity to bring your families in, get everyone involved, and just really enjoy the kitchen, enjoy cooking, enjoy eating together. So I hope you guys are all staying safe, staying well, sending you good thoughts, and good luck in the kitchen. Have fun experimenting with a few new things this week. And again, just be mindful of what you're buying, and think you're going to be really happy with it. So again, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, and we will go ahead and see you in our next video. Bye!